Have you ever wondered how you can make your garden thrive while also conserving water and saving time? Today, we'll delve into the science behind self-watering systems, an ingenious gardening solution that could transform your backyard into a flourishing oasis. At its core, the concept of a self-watering system is quite simple. Imagine a reservoir filled with water located beneath your plant's pot. This reservoir is connected to the soil above through a wicking material, which could be as simple as a piece of cloth. The magic happens when the soil starts to dry out. As it does, water from the reservoir is drawn upwards through the wick, hydrating the soil and providing your plants with a steady supply of water directly at their roots, exactly where they need it the most. This process is not unlike how plants in nature access water. Think about a tree extending its roots deep into the ground to tap into underground water sources. A self-watering system essentially replicates this natural mechanism, but in a controlled and efficient manner. One of the greatest advantages of self-watering systems is their water conservation potential. Traditional watering methods like hose or can watering often result in a significant amount of water lost through evaporation or runoff. In contrast, self-watering systems deliver water directly to the soil, minimizing losses and ensuring that every drop counts. Moreover, these systems can be a real time saver. Once set up, they require minimal maintenance, freeing you from the daily chore of watering your plants and giving you more time to enjoy your garden. But the benefits of self-watering systems extend beyond your backyard. By conserving water, these systems contribute to a more sustainable future. In a world where water scarcity is a growing concern, every drop saved makes a difference. Finally, consider the joy of seeing your garden flourish, knowing that it's nourished not just by water, but by a system that embraces the principles of efficiency, sustainability, and respect for nature. As you can see, self-watering systems unlock a new level of efficiency and sustainability in gardening. In the next scenes, we'll guide you through setting up your very own self-watering garden, so stay tuned because the future of gardening is here, and it's greener than ever. Now that we understand the science behind these systems, it's time to roll up our sleeves and set up our self-watering garden. First off, we need to select the right container for our garden. This could be anything from a traditional flower pot to a repurposed bucket. What matters is that it's deep enough to accommodate a water reservoir at the bottom, and it has a way for the excess water to drain out. Remember, we don't want our plants swimming in water, we want them sipping it. Next up is the soil. For a self-watering garden, we need a type of soil that retains water well, but also allows excess water to drain away. A good mix of organic matter, sand and clay usually does the trick. You can also add a layer of water-absorbent crystals or peat moss for extra water retention. Now let's talk about the plants. Not all plants are suitable for a self-watering setup. Some plants prefer dry conditions, while others thrive in moist soil. It's important to research your plants and understand their needs before putting them in a self-watering system. But don't worry, there are plenty of plants that love these setups, from herbs and vegetables to flowering plants and indoor greens. Once we have our containers, soil and plants ready, it's time to construct our self-watering system. There are many ways to do this, but let's start with a simple DIY solution. All we need is a plastic bottle, a piece of cloth, and some stones. First, cut the bottle in half. The bottom half will serve as our water reservoir, while the top half, turned upside down, will hold the soil and the plant. Next, we need to add an absorbent wick to draw water up from the reservoir to the soil. This can be a piece of cloth or even a strip of an old t-shirt. We thread this through the bottle cap, making sure one end is in the water reservoir and the other is buried in the soil. Now fill the top half of the bottle with soil and plant your chosen flora. Then add some stones or gravel to the bottom half of the bottle to prevent the wick from soaking up too much water. Finally, fill the reservoir with water and voila! You've just made your first self-watering planter. Of course, this is just a basic setup. There are more advanced systems available that use pumps and timers to control the water supply. These systems can be a great choice if you're looking to upscale your gardening game or if you're planning to leave your garden unattended for longer periods. And there you have it. You are now ready to set up your own self-watering garden. But don't just take our word for it. Hear from real people who have embraced self-watering systems and transformed their gardens. Meet Emma, a city dweller who turned her tiny balcony into a verdant oasis. Emma shares, "I was always traveling for work, so my plants often ended up neglected. Then I discovered self-watering systems. Now, even when I'm away, I know my plants are well cared for. Plus, it's such a joy to come home to a thriving garden." Emma's pro tip: start small. I began with a couple of pots and gradually expanded my garden as I got more comfortable with the system. Then there's Sam, a retiree who's found renewed vigor in his expansive backyard garden. I used to spend hours watering my plants. It was back-breaking work, he recalls. But since switching to a self-watering system, I've had more time to enjoy the fruits of my labor, literally. Sam's garden is now a cornucopia of fruits and vegetables, all thriving thanks to his self-watering setup. His advice? Invest in a good quality system. It might cost a bit more upfront, but it'll save you time, money, and effort in the long run. We also have Alice, a busy mom who's cultivated a flourishing indoor herb garden. Fresh herbs make all the difference in home-cooked meals, she says. But between work and family, it was hard to keep them alive. That's when I decided to give self-watering systems a try. It's been a game changer. My herbs are always fresh, and I love that my kids are learning about gardening too. Alice recommends, choose plants that suit your lifestyle. Herbs are great for me because they're low maintenance and practical. And let's not forget about Greg, a school teacher who's integrated self-watering systems into his science curriculum. The kids love seeing how the plants grow and thrive on their own, he enthuses. It's a great way to teach them about sustainability and conservation. Greg's tip for educators out there? Make it a class project. It's hands-on, fun, and a great learning experience. Lastly, there's Maya, an environmental activist who's passionate about water conservation. In many parts of the world, water is a scarce resource, she points out. Self-watering systems are not just convenient, they're a responsible choice. They use less water and help protect our planet. Maya urges everyone, think globally, act locally. Even small actions like setting up a self-watering garden can make a big difference. These are just a few of the many individuals who found joy, convenience, and a deeper connection to nature through self-watering gardens. Each story is unique, yet they all share a common theme: the transformative power of self-watering systems. Remember, the journey to a self-sustaining garden is a personal one. It's about finding what works for you, your lifestyle, and your environment. Whether you're a busy professional, a retiree, a parent, a teacher, or an environmental advocate, there's a self-watering solution that fits your needs. So, are you ready to embark on your own self-watering garden adventure? Remember Emma's advice to start small, Sam's suggestion to invest in quality, Alice's tip to choose plants that suit your lifestyle, Greg's idea to make it a fun learning experience, and Maya's call to think globally and act locally. As you can see, a thriving, self-sustaining garden is within reach for everyone. Now, it's your turn to revolutionize your garden. Imagine the convenience of a self-watering system, giving your plants exactly what they need, when they need it. With the knowledge you've gained today, you're equipped to set up your own garden that thrives with minimal intervention. Think about the time you'll save, the water you'll conserve, and the lush, vibrant greenery you'll cultivate. It's more than just a garden, it's a testament to your forward-thinking approach, your respect for nature, and your passion for growth. Remember, every successful garden started with a single seed, so don't hesitate. Start small, experiment, learn, and watch as your self-watering garden springs to life. As you embark on this journey, know that you're not alone. You're joining a community of innovative gardeners, people who value sustainability and efficiency in their pursuit of gardening excellence. The future of gardening is here. Are you ready to be a part of it?